Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Just got to see the viewer number pop up. That, and then this and this. Okay, you still with me? You are no longer with me. I have lost you. I have lost my way. I have lost my Zandy. What in the what? There we go. Okay. Think I lost my Zan man? My man of Zan? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. We here. All right, everything's good. All right. Well, it looks like we lost the Zandy, Mandy. He may pop back on at some point, but until then, we are going to get a little bit started here with my good friend and absolutely brand new deck. This is Blue-Green Ominous Good. So when they were doing the full set review for Ikoria, the Faithless Brewers latched on to Ominous Seas. It is a 1 in the blue enchantment that does very little on its own, but it says whenever you draw a card, put a 4 shadow counter on Ominous Seas, and then has the activatable ability remove 8 4 shadow counters from Ominous Seas, create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. It also has cycling for 2 mana. So with Ominous Seas and Greater Good, which is a 2 green enchantment that says sacrifice a creature, draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then discard 3 cards. You can draw through the entirety of your deck and then win the game with Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle, of course, infamous for being played in a bunch of different combo decks as a win the game condition. So that's what we're going to try to do with it. It's blue for a 1/3. When it enters the battlefield, you look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion to blue. And pretty much if your devotion to blue is more than or equal to the number of cards in your deck, you win. So the thing we need to be a little bit careful about as we're doing that is when we go off, quote unquote, our deck needs to be roughly in divisible chunks of 8. So if our deck is 32 cards or 40 cards, that is pretty ideal. If it is 33, 34, 41, 42, that's still fine as long as the Thassa's Oracle lives through that turn. And we also can sacrifice our other creatures to manipulate the numbers there. So Greater Good, we can use that with all of our creatures except for Ice-Fang Coat as a pretty neat, as a pretty neat little value tool. So Uro is a 6/6 for 1 green-blue that is temporarily on the battlefield. So if we have Greater Good in play, Uro, we can sacrifice Uro in response to his trigger that was going to sacrifice him anyway, and we can draw 6 cards and discard 3, which is pretty great. Thragtusk is draw 5, discard 3, but also gives us a 3/3 beast afterwards that can draw 3, discard 3. So Greater Good combos very powerfully with those 2 cards. And then also Brazen Borrower is a 3/1 for 3, and Nimble Obstructionist also a 3/1 for 3. So both of those creatures are pretty reasonable with Greater Good as well, and function as a split card in that they are somewhat of a spell. On top of that, we got a little bit of control element. We've got Cryptic Command, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and Remands and Growth Spirals in order to be able to draw some extra cards along the way. So this is the absolute first draft of this deck, and I have no idea how effective it's going to be or if there's anything glaring that we're missing here. When prompted, my good buddy Roy the Boy did not understand that I was prompting him to help me build a deck. But my good buddy Lawson Zandy was able to do so with a couple of card suggestions and get things ironed out. So here we go, off to the races, and we'll see if we are at all successful with this bad mamma jamma. Stretching my brewing muscles here a little bit, taking the idea from those faithless whack jobs, Damon, Dave, and Dan, and seeing if we can't make something work with it. I was on my run re-listening to their full set review of Ikoria, and that deck popped up as something that they talked about, and I have literally never seen anybody running it. Lawson said he has seen this. For the future growth of this deck, we can do a Urian version, we can do a Bant version, we could do a Sultai version, we could, in theory, do a Teamer version, although I think that's the worst option. And with Aspiring Spike recently making Counterbalance popular, there's probably a much more spell-heavy... Bant sounds the most obvious. Yeah, I guess so. Bant Urian with this. Play Teferi, probably. But I think just having a pile of Remands and such... you get the enchantment tutors too. Well, I don't think you'd want to do that. I think you just want to naturally draw them with your 8 million cantrips. I think I'm going to keep this in the... Are we in the dark? We're not in the dark. They have Zerda. Yeah, we're going to keep this against Zerda. Playing 25 lands. Got half our combo here. So we should be all right. Idyllic Tutor. You want to play Idyllic Tutor? You want to play Idyllic Tutor. Really? Really? I don't think you need Idyllic Tutor. I think I'd rather play Opt or Serum Visions. Okay, so we're probably against the Zerda control deck that we have played here on stream. So we're looking to hit a bunch of land drops here. I do have double Brazen Borrower, so I can borrow this Giver. Growth Spiral is actually kind of awkward here, so I think I'm just going to scoot this off the board. I want to do that? Yeah, because then even if they recast it next turn, it'll have Summoning Sickness again, and whatever they cast that they want to protect with it, they won't be able to protect it yet. So we're probably playing against Stoneforge combo with Umbral Mental and Mana Dorks, and probably the Heliod Ballista combo in there as well, probably. So there's a very high chance we get combo killed at some point. Eventually, but not soon. Not soon. So this is a... Woo! Okay. Well. Guess I'm not targeting any of their creatures. Land! Land! Nice. Alright. Growth Spiral. Okie dokie. Oh, no! Wait. The trigger waits to go on the stack? Let's see if this works. It does! Do I want Growth Spiral on top? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, do I want to Brazenly borrow a Giver of Runes? I don't think so, because Brazen Borrower can be used against... what's the name of the card? Well, any of their equipment, really. Batterskull or Umbral Mantle or such. Heliod, if it's not animated. And they're light on mana, which is not great for that deck. I think the next version I want to play is the Sultai version, where we get to, we'll probably play Arkham's Astrolabes and Urion, and then we get to play Dead of Winter to have a board wipe. Fiend Artisan! Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole thing, huh? Whew. Okay, then. Interesting. Draw a Growth Spiral, play Growth Spiral. I guess I shouldn't have put that on top. That doesn't really make any sense. No. Okay. Deck is kind of crapping the bed over here in terms of drawing us lands or any of our remands, cryptics. Should be okay for now, but I've never run into a Fiend Artisan in the wild before, so this is green or black for a 1/1. Gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard, so it's a reasonable late game threat, especially if your opponent is killing your creatures. And it has X green or black, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less. So right now they could pay green or black and 2, sacrifice the Giver of Runes, and go get any 2-drop. You can activate this ability only anytime you can activate or cast a sorcery, so... And important to note, the Fiend Artisan is not only a nightmare, but if you look at its art, it's like making voodoo dolls, which is just some nightmare fuel right there. Really? You know that's activated as a sorcery, right? Well, they must have collected company or something. Okay, so I can go end of turn Brazen Borrower and Growth Spiral, and then next turn play Greater Good. We could also play Jace here and just Brainstorm, but I just played a land, so that doesn't really get me anywhere. So let's see what we can do here. We can Nimble Obstructionist their Fiend Artisan activation. They play Collected Company here. We're gonna kind of get kicked in the teeth. Yeah. We like Nightmare Fuel here. Yeah, he's a good boy. All right, how bad could this be? This could be we lose the game, but can't beat that. So Stoneforge and Birds. Okay, sure. So Stoneforge can get the Umbral Mantle. Yep. So they can try to go for a combo kill, and then we can bounce their equipment. It costs them minimum 2 mana to put it into play. So they cast the Zerda, then they drop in the equipment, and then we bounce the equipment. Or we bounce the Zerda. Bouncing the Zerda costs them more mana? Yeah. We could also Nimble Obstructionist the Stoneforge activation. They only have 2 mana left after that. But I'd rather Brazen Borrower the equipment in response to them equipping, because then we get to play this other Brazen Borrower. Yeah, that's fine. Get out of here. Boop. Back to the hand. Resolves. I wonder what they're doing here. Oh, they're sacking something? What are you getting? What are you getting? Fiend Artisan X equals 3. Okay. Heliod? Must be. Ranger Captain. Oh, that's gonna be a little inconvenient. Walking Ballista. Okay. All right, so if I Jace and bounce their Zerda, they don't currently have enough mana to go off next turn. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, okay. I think we're probably just dead. Oh, if I draw a Remand, we can Remand the Umbral Mantle, and they don't have enough mana to go off that way, so... Digging for Remand. We're digging for Remand. None of those are Remand. Okay. So, Uro underneath Ominous Seas. I can Growth Spiral and then play this Forest and then die. Well, let's see if they had the land anyway. They're on 6 cards in hands though. Oh, right, and they also can do that. At some point I remembered that they could do that. No, holding up Obstructionist was not relevant. This equips for 0. And they have more than enough mana to use the untap ability over and over and over again. They can just give it Pro Blue to kill us. Why are we playing a deck with win cons? We have yet to prove that this deck has win conditions in it, Larynx Punchworthy. We've yet to prove that. Do I want... Oh. This one's going in. Probably this one as well. I don't think I need Thragtusk because gaining 5 life doesn't seem relevant here, and we can cut out like Ice-Fang Coat. Just one. Oh, I guess they're playing Collected Company, so maybe I want Aether Gust. Probably better than some Nimbles. One Ice-Fang and one Jace. Huh. Why you do this to me? I can't possibly keep this, right? No. Why is it so much worse? All right. Yeah, I think we're ditching Greater Good. Yeah. It's the upside of keeping. We can cast every single spell that we draw for the rest of the game. Upside was incredible because we have like infinite cards that draw a card. That downside was also really, really high because, you know, you could just not draw any spell. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. That's why I mulliganed it. But it was like the upside was really high. We have a lot of cards that just cantrip. God bless it. They royed me. I hate getting royed. They got Batterskull this time. Weird. Okay, so their card draws a card with every card as well, but they also have actual acceleration, and they're drawing it in good balance? All right. On the plus side, when we want a combo, Ranger Captain doesn't actually stop us. So that's kind of neat. Land. Yes! Got him. Give me priority. Give me priority. Give it to me! There we go. One more time. Thank you. Super Snack. Give me priority or give me death. That's the one. Okay, so I take that back. Please, no death. Am I Pithing Needling Stoneforge Mystic? I think I am. We're going to reset Remand. I want to reset Remand. No stone forge for you, nerd. What did they grab with Ranger? That's a really good question. Oh, it's Giver of Runes. Giver of Runes. Giver of Runes. 3 Giver of Runes. That's what they grabbed. Sword of Feast and Famine. Send it back. Get out of here, you. Draw card. Okay, now Roy me. Roy me this turn. Yeah. What? No, you're supposed to play it. You're supposed to play it again. Damn it. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Come on, come on, come on, come on. One more. Tap it. Tap it! What the hell? Oh, Ballista X1. Eh. Sure. Okay. So I think I want to cryptic them on their next upkeep. Things look grim. Thanks, Roy. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I'm aware we're getting very much killed here. I'm going to tap all their creatures. Well, that's not the most useful now, is it? Ballista X2? Yep. Okay. That's a little late now, isn't it? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so they can kill me next turn if I just play everything out to the board. Plus I'll take one on the groove. Alright, I think we just gotta draw a card. Yeah, that's not great. Play the Oracle as a blocker. Set up my next draw. None of those are great. I have a Remand. Alright, good luck, Godspeed, little deck. Well, they won't be able to equip it this turn, unless... No, they played Forest already. Okay, so Remand was the way we beat Sword for another turn. We beat back the darkness. For now. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that's fine. Sure. Really? What? You threw away your combo piece to... But... What? I don't... If I get Death Touch, I can kill the Ranger Captain. Although they just give it protection anyway, so. Let's preserve our life total now. Remember that I left a... I thought I left a growth spiral on top. This is not looking good. Perhaps they have another ballista. Yes. I guess I could have gone Ashiok, mill myself, hit an Uro there. Wow. Oh, we're gonna get Sword of Feast and Famine this turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just dead. I don't think we're gonna die, so we could get there and go off next turn. Yep. Yep. They still have the Batter Skull in their hand. Birds. Sure. Oh, right, because they're going to get their 5 mana back. Okay. Huh. They attack me with both, and they're going to do 6. Whereas they could have attacked me with just the Stone 4, or with just the Ranger Captain and done 6. Interesting choice. So we'll throw the Greater Good. We can reset the Cryptic this turn, so depending on what they do, we can buy ourselves another turn. What the hell? Oh no, Ballista X3? So they had more than one Ballista? Oh, that sucks so much. Boo, boo, boo. Oh well. Our untested janky combo deck did not do well enough against a very lean combo deck that preys exactly on our weakness. No, I mean, it's fine. If they were smart, they would have beat my plan anyway, because I would Mystic Sanctuary Cryptic Command and then pass the turn to them, and then... No, that doesn't work. This is draft 1, we still have 4 more matches. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, at least we got to cast the Greater Good in that game, but it didn't do anything, which is a shame. And we keep having really, really, really awkward hands. Like, this is... I think I might need to pull the curve down more and put the Arkham's Astrolabes in here, I guess. I guess I could keep this because we have Remand, but having 2 Greater Goods in this hand is so bad. Let's just ship it. Yeah, that's much better. Keep bottom of Thragtusk. Done. Cool. No companion for the opponent. What's up, Jackie Chen? 1917. Ooh. Hey, sister, soul sister. Something don't go, sister. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. Turn 2, Ominous Seas. Let's go. Let's go. Big consideration for this deck is like 1 or 2 copies of Engulf the Shore, by the way. I wonder why Soul Sisters isn't playing Luris. I bet they're supposed to, but anyone who's like willing to register Soul Sisters is probably not... I don't think it's Norin Sisters, but it could be. Anyone who's playing Soul Sisters is probably not likely to want to play things like Luris, I would assume. Do I want to shock this so that I have Nimble? Yeah, I think so. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Luris has lifelink. That's true. That is true. Martyr of Sands. Sure. So if they activate the Martyr, do we do the thing? Oh my god, we're so doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hold on. Let me screenshot. Boosh. Got him. Draw a card. Boom. And it's an Uro. Oh, it doesn't get much better than that. I'll take the 2, don't worry about it. Okay. Play Uro, see if we draw an untapped... Oh, I could have played the Greater Good this turn and then played the Uro next turn and did the thing. What? Are you pathing my Uro? Yeah, I'll put it on the battlefield. I will not shock it. Sorry. From what we've seen, can we discern what they're actually playing, i.e. is it Soul Sisters or Martyr Proc? Is Martyr Proc Norrin Sisters? I don't understand. I have no idea what the actual... What is the proc in Martyr Proc? Because the Martyr is Martyr of Sands, but I don't know proc what they're triggering. Proclamation of Rebirth. Huh. Interesting. It is forecast. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we should have played Greater Good into Uro there. We'd be in a much better spot, but that's okay. We'd have been able to combo this turn. I think I just have to sit and Cryptic their Martyr and tap their team. And then next turn we can actually put an 8/8 into play. We might be able to combo off next turn, actually. We have 48 cards in our library, though. Oof. But we'll be able to put a lot of 8/8s into play. So, actually, we don't need to fully combo off in this deck, which is something I hadn't really considered. Do I want to brazenly borrow their Ranger Captain? No, I think I can just take this. They go to 27, so their Sarah Ascendants are not yet active. Squadron Hawk. Why would we only... Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. For some reason, my brain skipped out the part where we need to sacrifice the 8/8. Don't know why. Don't know why. So I guess I can just Cryptic their team next turn, so this is fine. Okay, so I want a Cryptic counter that, right? That was what the whole plan was? Yeah. This is going to go on 6, 7, and we can make an 8/8 to block them next turn, so that ain't not bad. If I can hit another land, we'll be in pretty okay shape. Mystic Sanctuary would be everything good in the world. Okay, Waterlogged Grove is pretty good here. So if I play Greater Good, Growth Spiral... So I don't think I'm going to die to them attacking me this turn, so I think we might have this. Let's see what happens. Can we win here? No, we need more mana. Because I have to cast the Growth Spiral. So if Ominous Seas had one more counter, I think we could have won there, but we couldn't quite do it. But on their turn, we get to go off, quote unquote, and then we can win on our turn, no problem. I hope they can't get any life. You mean before combat? I don't think I was worried about that. I guess another Martyr of Sands would have done it. Growth Spiral! More than meets the eye. Ooh, into Mystic Sanctuary. So we got a Cryptic. Neat. Oh, I wonder if they still have the path to exile. That doesn't matter, though. No, it doesn't matter, because we could just sack the guy in response. Yes. Kraken! Release the Kraken! Hey, buddy. How's it going? Oh, friend. Thank you for the extra card, I guess. Triggers! Discard 3 cards. Hold on. So, Greater Good, land, other land. Here's my triggers. Always yield to, yeah, that's fine. Dude. It's working! It's working! Let's just make the Kraken now. Okay, and then we'll go to blocks. Block your Ranger Captain. Stomp! Oh, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? I don't know if they know that I want to be doing this, but, I'm very okay with it. Actually, so any untapped lands are kind of good for us to hold on to with these growth spirals for the next turn, because that helps us manipulate how many cards are left in our library. Because our Devotion to Blue is going to be 3 when Thassa's Oracle resolves. Also, the fact that they're blowing all these paths now is kind of good. So this was blocked, right? Yeah, I think so. So we're just going to take 4. They're going to 29, so they still haven't gotten their Serra Ascendants live, which is kind of neat. I think we did it. Okay, so library is on 30. So the closest divisible of 8 is 24. That's fine. We don't actually have to cast many non-creature spells this turn. And we can cast all of the growth spirals in our hand before that resolves. Because our win condition, luckily, is a creature. So we'll put this land in. Ominous Seas triggers, that's fine. We'll growth spiral. Put this land in. We just need blue up at the end of this. I can fetch a land out of my deck to thin it by 1. Okay, so we still have draw step, which is going to take us down to 27 cards in library. We can fetch. Actually, I can fetch before the draw step. Yeah. So we're going to go to 26 cards in library. Ideally, I would like to go. Actually, that's fine, because if they remove my Thassa's Oracle in response to the trigger, I can play an Ice-Fang Coat in response to that trigger, or it's still in response to the trigger, so we should be fine. So very strange to run into multiple Ranger Captain of Eos decks. But luckily our win condition does work through that. Oh, we still have a land drop for this turn, and I could use Mystic Sanctuary to reset a card on top. So 18. So we're about to go down. We'll go down to 2 cards in library here, and we should hit a Thassa's Oracle, and then we win the game. We are in fact doing it, Roy. This is what doing it looks like. We're dancing, 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 dancing. Dancing, dancing, dancing. They all laughed at me when I said I wanted to build an Ominous Seas control deck. Actually, no one laughed at me. Mostly I didn't tell anyone, so. Alright. Thassa's Oracle. Trigger. Put these cards in any order. Which card do I want to put on top? No. Yeah, we did it! No one laughed at me because I didn't tell anyone, Roy. No one laughed at me, all right? Let's wheel it back. Nobody laughed at me because I never told anyone I was doing this because it's a terrible idea. Do we have a sideboard here, or are we just as good as we get? I think this is as good as it gets. I don't think Force of Negation is worth having. Maybe it is because they're probably going to board in something that deals with my enchantments. It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I think building the straight green blue version first is specifically because I wanted to see a sort of proof of concept. People probably laughed at ad nauseum. Yeah, I'd believe that. I would definitely believe that. I think we can cut a Remand here. I think I just want the Force of Negations because I'm pretty sure they're going to have a way to kill my enchantments post-board. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Thanks for checking this out, folks. Anyone who's hanging out here. This is a wacky wild brew. I don't always make these, so I'm excited to see if it's actually any good. I don't think Ashiok's worth it against those cards. Yeah, we don't know if it's Martyr Proc or not, though. So I think I'm happy to go with this. Because I think playing Ashiok that doesn't affect the board against their deck is an overboard. I think that's incorrect to do. It is interesting to note, though, that creature removal does not interact with our combo at all, which was nice to see in that game. Not the best hand, definitely going to keep it. That is a very good pickup because it gives me the ability to leverage a bit of mana. I was just thinking about it too. This is the key to a busted combo deck. Yeah, I think probably the Brazen Borrowers and the Nimble Obstructionist were a bit of a miss in terms of the concept. Well, that's a 1 mana 6/6. Yeah. Okay. Results. Boy, I sure hope I draw a Brazen Borrower. And I really want Engulf the Shore or Cyclonic Rift in this list at some point. For the straight blue-green version, I think Cyclonic Rift or Engulf the Shore will be necessary. I like Rift better, but I don't know if this is correct. Yeah, I mean, Rift is a nice 1-for-1 replacement on Brazen Borrower. I think Engulf could be like a 1-of. Please have white in your mana cost. Yeah, you cannot replay that if I remand it. Do I want to remand that, or do I want to just Growth Spiral? What is Stoneforge Mystic going to get out of their deck? And do I care? What is Stoneforge Mystic going to get out of their deck? Sword of Pro... Like Sword of Feast and Famine? I guess I don't really have an out for that if they just play it and equip it next turn, and I can just double growth spiral, so. Probably Batterskull. I mean, I guess. I guess that is a lifelink. Fetching one more time puts me at 2 hits to death against this thing, which kind of sucks. Although we did draw our boomerang effect, so. That ain't not bad. So. Oh, neat. That was like exactly what I wanted to draw. Jace might be force food. Oh no. Yeah, it's probably just Batterskull, which I won't bother me too much. Yeah, I guess Evacuation would be just about as good as Engulf. I just like the card Engulf the Shore a lot. Just think it's neat. Mom, stop giving me potatoes to take to school. I just think they're neat. Yeah, it's Batterskull. Okay, so I can't really fetch. No, I can bounce this with Jace, right? Yeah, I can. And then the Stoneforge won't be able to kill Jace in the crackback? Huh. Jace the Mind Sculptor, good Magic the Gathering card. News at 11. News at 11. I can reset a Remand or a Growth Spiral, but I don't need to do either of those things right now, so. I can't pitch for my force. Shh, shh, don't tell them. I know they don't know I have this force, but shh. Don't tell them. Activate Stoneforge, please. At least they're really choked on mana. They don't even have double white, so they can't Ranger Captain. They could Field of Ruin and then play the Sarah. What is this? Are you gonna attack my Jace? You crazy mother trucker. Oh no. You have a pump spell? Okay. What? Are you just spooking me? Maybe if we stay very still, they'll ignore us. Maybe. It's a plan, Roy. It's definitely a plan. Karametra's Blessing. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, they did exactly the line I thought they would. Cool. Well, that's something. I have nothing in my graveyard I can reset with Misty Rainforest to be in any way significant. So I think we're just gonna draw with Jace. Yeah, just take a gamble. Does Nimble work here? Yeah, it blocks. Cool. So we'll go top. We can also sack the Nimble to draw with Greater Good. Nice. Assuming that they don't have a path in their hand, which they maybe don't because it was so medium minus for them last game. So let's play Mystic Sanctuary and put the Remand on top? Yeah, I think so. Play Greater Good. And then we can Nimble and block. And if they don't have a removal spell, we'll be okay. That's funny, we've actually given them a really weird choice here because if they attack all at us, yeah. So This is going to be... If they have the removal spell here, we obviously die. But if they do not, we kind of get away with murder. So, oh, no. Instantly had the path. Okay, cool. If we had a blue card here, we'd be fine. But we're just dead. Oh, well. I guess I should have reset Growth Spiral or Remand before I did that, so that I knew I would guaranteed Brainstorm into a blue card. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Do I want Thragtusk back in? No, probably not. Guess it could buy me a lot of time, but... I don't know what I'd board out. I guess these remands are pretty bad. Let's get my Thragtusk back in here. Thragtusk is also real good with Greater Good. Thragtusk actually immediately sets you up to win the game, even if your Ominous Seas had 0 counters. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, we can keep this. We just need to draw 1 land, and then we're kind of golden. And we've got double Brazen Borrower and Ice-Fang to get us there. So we're gonna Brazen Borrower their 1-drop for show, and then in practice, well, I don't know what we're gonna do in practice, but for show, the show play is going to be to bounce that. Yeah, I think this deck also definitely needs Arkham's Astrolabe. Looks this couple deck Soul Sisters doesn't play Ranger Captain, Martyr Proc does. Okay, good to know. Okay. Shock and pass, I think. Because they might go Martyr, sack Martyr, gain X infinity life. Yeah, and then we get to bounce the Saracen and get a crazy tempo gain here. Awesome. Awesome. Bye, friend. Perfect. Ida. Probably like the well-duh statement of the century, but we might want more Uros in this deck. Okay, if I get a basic here, then this Ice-Fang is going to have Death Touch, so let's do that. Okay. So we have Ice-Fang into Brazen Borrower here, which is kind of neat. And then we're going to have a pretty killer Air Force. I can't beat Path to Exile, but I guess I probably never could, so that's probably fine. Surprise, Sneck. Also, pathing Ice-Fang Quaddle is a 3-for-1. So... Alright. Alright. Yeah. Do I need more green? No. The same one. I want to bounce the same one. That one's never going to hit me. Whew. Boy, that's awkward. The pretty one's back. This one has flavor text, so that gets the bump from me. Only makes the ugly one look uglier. It's not very nice, Roy. Can I just take the 12 next turn? If I put one creature in my graveyard... Crud. If I had one more green mana, I'd be able to play this greater good and we'd be in a different spot. I think we're probably going to end up taking 12 this turn. Going to 2. And then we might be able to combo off. Or at least... Can chump one of them. Yeah, we can. But see, this is the thing where it's like, so it wouldn't matter anyway. So, oh no, I can't cast Uro. How much would it matter anyway? I have no outs against this amount of air power. This is so frustrating. And they just, like, they kept their paths in for my Ice-Fang Coat, so I couldn't do anything against that either. This is so weirdly close and weirdly frustrating. But I think we're just dead here again. Just way too much pressure with a 6/6 on turn 2. Even if we bounced it, like, they just replay it over and over and over again. Weird matchups. I guess if I draw into the 3rd Brazen Borrower, and then what? Do I have another bounce spell? I don't. Huh. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Frustrating. Oh well. There they are. Too little, too late. All right, cool. We're like kind of close on that one, I guess. Might draw into a Cryptic. Yeah, that was the play. That was 100% the play. I wonder how far the first Cryptic in my deck was. I wonder how far the first Cryptic in my deck was. Oh, what? What? There it is. So we were close. We were pretty close. You know. It was, you know. Okay, we're in the O2 bracket now, so now we get to play against some jank. Hopefully. We are against Spike You. Yeah. Because one land... We're on the play. One land really gets us going. Let's keep this in my 25 land deck and see if we can't get there. Oh, they have a companion. Kahira. Oh, no. Oh, we're against Miracles. Okay, this might be really, really, really bad. Oh, no. Y'all need to stop playing this flippin' companion. I have played that deck for 2 leagues, and I have never once won the game or even really had a relevant single play with that card. Alright, don't have your 1 of spell snare, please. No spell snare. Don't do it. Have a heart. Opponent is now reading Ominous Seas. It does have 4 shadow counter. Were there points where you wished you had a snap, though? Yeah, probably. Alright, well, we got our turn to Powerful Enchantment, and they got their turn to Powerful Enchantment. Let's see whose is better. Hint, I think it might be theirs, but they don't have 5 CMC spells in their deck, which is kind of good to know. They do have Path to Exile and okay, Path to Exile on the top. Okay, so they have a path. Good to know. Nope. Damn. All right. They have Path to Exile and they have Terminus. I like ours better. I like both. I like Counterbalance as a card. The real problem is going to be 3 mana Teferi. We can combo through him, but oh my god. Okay, their deck is light on 2 CMC spells, so let's get lucky. I'm up all night to get... You know I'm down for good. Jace. Oh boy. Okay, so we're on Stumble and Die then. Understood. Okay. Well, 25 land deck couldn't hit 4 land drops. Let's see if their 22 land deck can, of course. Jace the Mind Sculptor, of course. Okay, so now that they do get to control what converted mana cost is on top of their deck here, I wonder what they choose. There's no mystical disputes in this deck sideboard. That's almost definitely a mistake. So do I want to play a Thassa's Oracle here, which will invite them to path it? Yeah, I think so. You also get to see what's on top of their deck in terms of CMC. Hopefully it's not a 2. I assume it's not. Wow. No, I don't want any of those. They can all go on the bottom. I would like a land, please. Hey nerd, counter this. God damn it. I mean this. Counter this. Counter my snack. Yes. Chooses not to use Counterbalance's ability. Let's the snake resolve. That's the last mistake you'll ever make. Oh great. We drew a Jace against them having 5 mana up. Awesome. Fantastic. Wunderbar. I wonder if they have a Terminus on top that they're about to flip at me. Oh well, let's find out. Miss Steak. She sounds pleasant. She sounds delicious is what she sounds like. I met a Miss Steak once. I ate her liver. Is Remand good against Terminus? I guess we're about to find out. Huh. I haven't made a land drop yet, so I definitely want to cast this Remand, so... She better be a snack. Oh, she's a snack, all right. We all know who the real mistake is. Probably like a cow, vegetarian. Force of negation, my Remand on your Terminus. Sure, I guess. Okay. I wish I had drawn any number more lands, but beggar, not chooser. Hallowfound on top, sure. Ha! Still no lands, huh? Alright, well, we are going to get to create a Kraken. And actually... No cake for you or lands. So she'd be like a cow, a vegetarian. So I could make a Kraken end step, but then just path it, which I guess is okay. Especially if I draw land. Oh, no, even if I don't draw land, because then I have Thragtusk. If they have another Terminus, this is bad. But I think it's okay. Path me, baby. Yeah. Give me that free land. Yeah, I like that. I like the way you give me a free land. Goodness gracious. All right. Where's their Terminus exactly? Oh, that's a good question. Where is their Terminus? They reset it and draw it? I bet they did. Resolves. Cast Terminus. Reveals Hollowed Fountain. Activates Flooded Strand. Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, the Terminus is on top. And an Archmage's Charm with Thragtusk. Yeah. No. Logic not X1. Rude. Rude. Alright. So we know that their draw step this turn is Terminus unless they shuffle it away. They probably won't. Really? Interesting. Guess they've increased their Terminus density. Oh, they hit... I think they hit the Terminus because they had a draw step stop. Unless they have the draw step stop enabled so they can Miracle Pump. Because they would have cast a Entreat the Angels, I'm pretty sure. How many charms did you play when you played? I think it was 3? 3 charm and 3 force of negation? Good God, come on. 25 land deck, seriously? Are you serial? Is this the real life or is this just fantasy? I don't understand. Okay. Snack. I like cereal and queen. Since they're playing Charm, we need to be more... Oh, sure, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Them stealing a Kraken seems pretty bad. Just go ripping around on a Kraken. Alright. I think I can brazenly borrow their Jace. I think we might as well try... While I know there isn't a 2-drop on top, and they can't reset one. Oh, they can reset one. Well, let's hope they're not that smart. Maybe they are. Not only can they reset one, it's a pretty good one to reset. Let's see if they do it. Since they're playing the Charm, how would they not be playing the Charm, dude? I mean, I can imagine them playing 2 or even 1, but they're definitely play Archmage's Charm in that. Yeah, there it is. Definitely play Archmage's Charm in that deck. I cannot imagine them not playing that card. It's very, very good. Yep. They could have just reset the Logic Knot in order to get this for free instead of having to cast the Archmage's Charm. And then they could have Archmage's Charm to draw 3. So they definitely spewed some value there. I think in the Miracles deck, anytime you can, you want to use your Mystic Sanctuaries to counterbalance, unless you need to save one in reserve. But this situation, they definitely did not. Sure, yeah, 100%. The previous turn where I did it was... Wow, that's a bad draw for you, friend. But we know they have the Archmage's Charm in their hand right now, so... Well, that's a great pickup. Oh, yeah. I can play the Uro out of my yard. I know the Archmage's Charm is not on top right now. Play the Uro out of my hand. If I draw a land, I can play the Greater Good. Try to play the Greater Good. And then if they're going to counter the Greater Good if I play it now. They literally don't have 5s in their deck. So Thragtusk will make them use their Archmage's Charm. And then... No. I think we're going to cast Uro this turn. Shoot. All right. I think we're casting Uro this turn. Because they're pretty incentivized to counter this, and then they're going to go down on their last counter in hand. Hopefully they don't have a 3 on top. If they have a 3 on top, we're in real trouble. But yeah, okay, cool. No, it's they drew it. They drew it. No, I know they can reset, but if they reset Force of Negation, that's actually pretty good. They let it resolve. Yeah, no. I know they could do that, but that's actually pretty okay for us because a lot of our threats are creatures. Like Force is something we could play. They had a Terminus. Okay. I mean, we have them on pretty low resources, and we get to draw a card here, so we're doing fine-ish. They have let a lot of my cantrip creatures resolve. Wait, I don't want to do this now. Okay. We'll end of turn try to petty theft their Jace. It's not super likely that they leave a 2 on top. Thank God you didn't bounce. Yeah, I figured it out. I was like, it's a good idea to do this before they draw a card. Then it was like, oh wait, no it's not. So they can use their last Mystic Sanctuary in their library to set a 2 on top here. Most of their 2s are not very good. The only 2 that they have is Logic Knot, so... Sure. The problem is, I know they have Archmage's Charm in hand, and I don't really have enough mana to force any of the good cards in my hand through. That gets me closer, but not closer enough. So I think we're just playing Uro. Play the Greater Good, see if they counter it, and then if they don't, Uro's insane. They have the Archmage's Charm, which I can't beat in any way, so... I don't know. Let's see if they misplay. I know the top card of your library. You know the top card of your library. Everybody knows the top card of your library, so let's cut the crap. Yeah. I don't know if I talked about the top card of your library and how everyone knew what it was. Are they countering this again? Are you countering the front side of Uro? Weird. You're weird, opponent. What? Oh, they drew 2. Huh. That's odd. Oh, they drew 2 because they knew the top card was Logic Knot. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. Nice. Yes, I would, Kent. Next turn we might be able to Jace and Thragtusk. Yeah, with 1 more land draw. Nice draw. If I Jace, I know they have Logic Knot, but I don't know if they have anything else in their hand. You don't have a 4 in your graveyard right now. And you don't have another Mystic Sanctuary in your deck. What? 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 They just blind flipped a 4. Oh, that is so frustrating. Okay. And it's a Cryptic Command that they get to draw this turn? Oh, why? Okay. Well, we're going to put an 8/8 into play. Crap. You remember the time where we had them down on 1 card in hand? Remember that? That was great. Do you see how much of this game we've been fighting through this frickin' Jace the Mind Sculptor that they got to play on turn 4 because they didn't stumble? And I know that that's, like, not something worth being annoyed about, but I'm pretty annoyed about it. Ooh, Nimble Obstructionist can stop a miracle trigger. Interesting. Our Kraken hasn't died yet. It's dying now, but it hadn't died yet. Okay. Yeah, they had Cryptic, but they hadn't used it yet. I mean, and if a Kraken gets evaporated by non-existence, did it really die? The game rules said it didn't. The game rules say no. Oh, I can Cryptic that. Okay. It's my turn. Hopefully they don't have a force. We'll see how much they cast it for. Oh, they're going ham? Okay. I guess they haven't seen any counter magic from me yet, so this does make sense. Boosh. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No, come on. Good. Good. Good, 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 good. Draw a card. Whee! And trigger. Just for the daggers. Stifle it. I know I should have stifled it. 100% sure no, I should have stifled it, but I screwed up. I clicked through the stifle because I wasn't expecting them to end of turn and treat the angels there. Oops. Yeah. Well, I mean, so the problem is there's a lot of triggers going on in this game, and I'm trying to play it reasonably quickly because their deck is going to go very, 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 very long, and they don't really have a lot of win conditions, so I'm trying to be as reasonably speedy as I can because I've seen multiple Miracles players already go to way under clock. No. Am I playing my Uro this turn? Probably not. Yeah, let's play it. Uro. Don't have a 3 on top. Don't do it. Cryptic. Okay. He never had a chance. They didn't even let their counterbalance trigger resolve. Thragtusk? Well, it's not, I mean, it's not fair or anything. I'm just explaining why what happened happened. Or why what happened happened? Why what happened happened. Cryptic, sure. Now they bounce the Mystic. They should get Entreat the Angels with this. Although it means they won't get a Cryptic back. Well, we're finally drawing those lands I always wanted. I already played a land this turn. Why would I? Oh, I can Growth Spiral. Well. Oh, I have a Waterlogged Grove. Okay. So they won't expect this to be putting a Cryptic into my hand, but it's going to, which is kind of neat. And I can actually do that again. Neat. Cryptic on top. Game day, bucket go, boom. Okay. This. Field them before their draw step. No, we can do it right now. In response to this trigger. But I want to draw the top of my deck first. So, draw. Yeah, I'll still be able to Cryptic afterwards. What in the... Damn it! They had a second draw. Okay, they got me. That was before you cast the spiral. Thanks, bud. I mean, they were going to respond like this. They would have responded by doing this anyway, so it actually made more sense to do it because they might have had only one draw spell. Obviously, they had two. And the problem is, right now, I don't have my mana that the field is going to get me, so I can't counter this, which is pretty bad. Although this is not quite lethal, which is kind of funny. So on their upkeep, we're going to try to Cryptic Command them. They have 2 Omen of the Seas in play, so... There's like 0% chance this goes through. Yeah. No kidding. Wait, what? Oh, and they tap my guy, so I am going to die this turn. Yay, we died. We were surprisingly scrappy considering they had Jace on 4. Eight cards coming in? Goodness gracious. Yep. Is Needle worth? What do you want to needle, Jace? Would you like to needle Jace the Mind Sculptor? Is that the deal? Because we could. Teferi. Well, the part of Teferi that's going to squish us into a fine paste is mostly the fact that he shuts off the... Like, yes, he's going to bounce my enchantments, but I don't think that that's a big problem as much as the fact